We have some more Michael Jordan connections with this trending story. Syracuse fires their coach, Adrian Autry, following 3 unsuccessful seasons. This is men's college basketball. You see the article right here. That's the Associated Press. Now, what's interesting, I just caught, is this guy's name is Adrian Autry. Adrian, and he gets fired on AD's birthday right here, March 11th, 1993. Look at that right there. The school announced Wednesday, one day after the Orange lost 86-69 to SMU. You see that? So Adrian Autry gets fired on AD's birthday. Syracuse lost its final 6 games and 12 of the last 15 under Autry to finish 15-17. But I thought that was a nice connection. And that's 3 unsuccessful seasons, fired in the 3rd month.
Based on the results, this was the correct move. I don't think that anyone can really deny that anymore. We will break down later on in the show that it's not all on Adrian Autry, but the results speak for themselves. In 3 years, barely above 500, no NCAA tournament appearances, 2 consecutive under 500 seasons. They gave him 3 full years. They significantly upped their spending for this season. They eventually gave him a general manager to help him out with roster construction. Eventually, he had to start producing results. And he unfortunately did not.
Unfortunately, you don't write your own script on the world stage. You just follow one that's already there, okay? So at no fault of his own. Now he has the unique birthday, born February 29th in a leap year, 1972. That was just kind of interesting how they put here February 29th, February 28th, right? So he's born on the 29th, and Adrian has the 29 in the reduction cipher. So I believe he would actually celebrate his birthday in a non-leap year on March 1st. Okay. I should actually ask Google, to be honest, about the 28th. So I'm guessing if you're born in a leap year, you celebrate one every 4 years. It says here, people born on leap day, February 29, are called leaplings or leapers, while their actual birthday only appears on the calendar every 4 years. They typically celebrate on the 28th or March 1st. So okay, that's interesting. February 28th or March 1st. Legally, February 29th is recognized, but for celebrations, they often pick one of the surrounding days. Okay. But he's born on the 29th. Adrian equals 29. And they probably shouldn't have put there that he was born on the 28th. That's interesting, isn't it? They say born on the 28th. That's the algorithm in AI, man. AI controls all of this. But his name syncs up with his birthday, Adrian, and the 29. This is interesting because February 28 is the 59th day of the year, and Michael Jordan equals 59. And, this was a big day, the 11th day of the 3rd month, because Michael Jordan equals 113, 113. And Kobe Bryant got passed, second most points in a game. His 81 was overtaken by Bam Adebayo. That was trending on this day. It was one day following, right? So more Michael Jordan energy here, February 28, which he could celebrate as his birthday. Adrian Autry, Michael Jordan equals 59. Syracuse equals 51. Adrian Autry equals 51. Michael equals 51. And that's interesting that he's coach of the Syracuse Orange and his nickname is Red. Check that out. Adrian Red Christopher Autry, American basketball coach and former professional player. We'll see what team he lands on. Syracuse, Adrian Autry, Michael all equal 51. Orange equals 60. And March 1st is the 60th day of the year. So this lands whether he celebrates it on the 28th or March 1st. It lands with that 59 and that 60 right there. Look at that. Oh, by the way, Michael Jordan and the Bulls are dominated by that color red with their jerseys. And again, Adrian Red Christopher Autry. Remember, he gets fired on AD's birthday. Adrian gets fired on AD's birthday. Born in 72, when Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls had a 72 win season. By the way, look at the birthdays. Michael Jordan was born 12 days before Adrian Autry's birthday. Number 12 is highly associated with Michael Jordan, as he wore 12 for one game on Valentine's Day. Right? Hearts, red. They said his jersey came up missing out of his locker room or something like that, and he had to wear 12 on Valentine's Day. One day in his career. And Chicago Bulls equals 112, which is like 12. Brooklyn equals 112 where he's born on top of that, and we've been seeing a lot of the 112. Been seeing a lot of that 112 as well. So more Jordan energy here in this firing.
End of the Adrian Autry era certainly has fans thinking about the future.
Many opinions across Orange Nation about who's the right pick to take over the program. News Channel 9's Alexander Dern joining us live from the Hill. Alex, what are fans saying today?
Well, Jeff, Christy, the fans I spoke with literally grew up watching Red play here at the Dome from 1990 to 1994. There's history here. Sadly, it just wasn't enough to get them out of another slump after missing another NCAA basketball tournament this year. But this isn't what the fans wanted, obviously. They wanted to see Autry succeed. He used to be a really strong point guard, and he was the assistant coach for the Orange for a long time, 2011 to 2023. Again, it just wasn't enough for Autry to get the team where it needed to be. And it's had a major impact on the
2011 to 2023.
He was the assistant coach for the Orange for a long time, 2011 to 2023.
He was the assistant coach until 23. That's the MJ 23.
Again, it just wasn't enough for Autry to get the team where it needed to be.
He is bald like MJ as well.
be. And it's had a major impact on the sports culture across campus. I asked some students who stayed behind to give me their thoughts, even just on Syracuse men's basketball in general. And they all told me they've completely checked out.
And orange equals 33, like Bulls and Michael as well. Orange, Syracuse orange. Orange has the 33 and 30. Michael, 33. Bulls, 33. Right there. Right? Check that out. Here's those standings again. Where did they go? Syracuse 6 and 12. Right here. That low key connects with Kobe Bryant with the 126 death date. So 6 and 12. Right there. 612 126. I don't know if that's accurate because over here it's what does it say over here? Let's see. So they lost its final 6 games and 12 of the last 15. This says they finished 15 and 17. So I don't know what that other stat is, but Autry was 49 and 48 over 3 seasons after replacing Jim Boeheim. So they're bringing up Jim Boeheim. So he might have came in after the Boeheim era. Look at Boeheim's first name is James. That's Michael Jordan's dad's name, James Jordan. Right? Okay, so yeah, so he took over for Boeheim. Look, Boeheim started his coaching at Syracuse in 76, and Michael Jordan equals 76. Remember, this is all with the language. Michael Jordan's got the 76, and we connected the 59 earlier and this firing on the 11th day of the 3rd month. And don't forget that 238, that's Kobe's birthday right there. So Jordan again, man. Once again, is there going to be another big story with Jordan? Jordan does equal 26, and we're in the year 26. Look at his last season for Washington. 20 points, just over 6 rebounds. See that? Bryant equals 26. Shout out to Richard West, who is from that Syracuse area. Even Michael Jordan retired in 2003, like 23. That 23 on his jersey. Stuff is all scripted, okay? Stuff is all Jake Paul trending again. Look, Illinois weather. Speaking of the Chicago Bulls, trending up there. Right? So yeah, you could, if you wanted to read this whole article, you could probably find some other connections, but I'm not going to do that. Look at how long this article is. And remember, fired in the 3rd month, 3 unsuccessful seasons, and we just hit on those 33s as well. Right? Fired. That's everything I entered right there. So those are kind of some of the notes right there. And, you know, I don't think I mentioned that he's fired shortly after whenever he celebrates his birthday as well. That's a big point. And that's 1 week and 3 days if he were to celebrate it on March 1st. So if he were to celebrate it on the first day of the 3rd month, now he's fired 1 week and 3 days after that day. And he's fired on the 11th day of the 3rd month, like 13. Okay. M, the 13th letter of the alphabet, March. Michael, and again, Michael Jordan equals 113. Kobe Bryant 113 with his energy out there. Okay, Adrian Autry fired at Syracuse. I'll see you in the next one.